The question on everyone's lips, well, every Orlando enthusiast's lips, is Gatorland actually worth it? Let's go find out. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to a Gem in Orlando podcast. Thanks again for being with us. Thanks for bearing with us. We had a little bit of a break. We are going to go back to weekly episodes now, but the reason we didn't post an episode last week is because we were doing something else.
What were we doing? Can't remember now. Oh, is that what it is?
We got married.
Yes, we got married.
It was the best day. I'm going to put some photos up while we're talking about it, but it really was like when you get married and you plan all this wedding out and you dream about it and you think, is it going to be as I dreamed? And for me,
was it your dream come true?
Yeah, definitely, and more, and so much.
Oh, really?
More. Yeah, so much more. It really
so
was.
The perfect groom.
Yep.
Handsome groom.
Yes.
And
very much so.
Perfect little princess we had.
Oh yes, Savannah.
To be fair, I'm not gonna lie to you. She was absolutely beautiful that day. And
she was.
And by the way, I know obviously edits whatever. You can put a photo of me and her.
Yeah, I will be.
But she looked absolutely gorgeous.
I surprised Matt and I did a first look with. He thought it was going to be me, and it wasn't. It was Savannah because she is daddy's girl through and through, and it was nice for them to have that moment before the ceremony. So I wanted that for you. And was it a nice surprise?
It was. Well, it was very surprised myself. You know, so to be fair, I thought it'd be you, but obviously it was her.
I'm glad that went all to
Yes,
plan.
It did.
But honestly, it was the best day, and the podcast actually got mentioned twice. In two speeches.
Oh, did it? Oh, Richard, yeah.
Richard,
my best man.
He mentioned that in his speech, and I mentioned it in my speech, although not as much as Richard did, to be fair.
I'm pretty sure he mentioned more Essex in the podcast.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because obviously us lot are from West London, so...
So now you're an Essex boy.
No, I'm not. No, no bit Essex boy.
Touched a nerve there.
Oh, no bit Essex boy. I'm always a West London boy, by the way.
But yeah, it was an amazing day. Sorry, we forgot to introduce ourselves. If you have never seen our faces before, I'm Gemma.
I'm the handsome one.
And this is my husband, my now husband. Yes, this is my now husband, Matt. And we talk about everything Orlando and probably a lot more, actually.
Yes,
to be
we
fair.
do, yes.
We do all the UK theme parks as well. We cover all that. So we cover just theme parks in general, don't we? We love it.
Do, yeah.
So, and now we started off as an adults only. And then our beautiful Savannah came along and now we do family vlogs. So,
yes.
Theme parks anyway. So this week, I'm really excited to talk about this one. I found out from my mum that I actually have been here.
Oh, okay.
But I don't remember it.
What year?
I think it was 96.
Oh, so you
was
like
8, 9.
Well, to be fair, last time I went was... I think I went 96 as well.
Yeah, I don't really remember much of it, do you?
I do. I remember quite a little bit of it, but I was only 12 years old.
Mm.
Yeah, it was 96 I went last time I went to Gatorland.
Yeah, well, apparently a lot's changed.
Well, I imagine because it's 1996, so it's been over 30 years. 30 years, is it?
Yeah.
Well, no, under 30 years, sorry.
Yeah, about 28 years.
Okay, so under 30 years, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, we are talking about Gatorland this week, and we are going to find out if it's actually worth it. Because obviously, I think this small park, I say small, it's not now, it's quite big.
So it's massive.
It is quite big. I'll put a park map right up in front of us now. Yeah, it's actually got a lot bigger and there's a lot more to do now than there used to be in the 90s. So I think people overlook this one because they get in the Disney bubble or the Universal bubble or the SeaWorld bubble even. They get into all that bubble and they forget that there are actually other sort of smaller, but maybe it's worth going to. So we're going to find out. I'm going to start with the top tips. I've loved doing the research on this actually.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go on.
I think it's more... Obviously, I heard about that water park near us, was Santa Villa.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what it's called, but and also that the little water park next to us as well. But we said last year.
Oh, Coco Key.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, there's so much more to do than obviously, as you said, Disney. I mean, not to lie to you. If you go to Orlando, it's gonna be Disney straight away.
Yeah, you are in that Disney or Universal bubble, really, aren't you?
But I mean, if you one thing is with Disney.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You think Orlando, you think Disney.
Disney, Universal, and obviously probably SeaWorld, then obviously Aquatica after that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you're right. Like, there's a lot more to do than just those, like, obviously 2 or 3, like a theme, not theme park,
like little attractions.
Attractions, yes.
Attractions.
Yes.
Is a better word for
yes.
it. It's a hair there.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. Obviously, the hair floating.
But I mean, if you don't have a car and just get like Ubers, whatever. But there's so much more to do than just Disney and Universal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I'll agree with you.
Even what's that park we tried in the evening?
Icon Park.
No, the other one we.
The Magical Midway that was shut. The one that was shut.
No, we went to. We didn't really like.
Oh, Fun Spot. Oh, God.
Fun Spot.
Oh, God, yeah.
But I'm sure it'd be a good, like, I don't know, 2-3 hours for.
It's a bit like Adventure Island in Southend, isn't it?
It is, but I mean, I think it'd be okay for people going during the day. It wasn't much queues because we went, like, obviously quite late evening.
On a date night.
And it's quite late evening and it's a lot of queues and you thought, I can't be asked that queue.
It's quite expensive as well from what I remember.
Yeah, it was, to be fair.
But anyway, this week we're talking about Gatorland. We are doing Gatorland. We've managed to fit that in. That was per my now sister-in-law Sophie's request. So we are going to do it. And when I was researching this, I thought, it's going to be a couple of shows, a few gators around, and that's going to be it. But no, you would be wrong. You would be completely wrong to think that. So we're going to go with top tips. And there's quite a few top tips that I've worked out from my research here. Just a top tip, you can't bring your own food into the park. They do have a couple of places where you can eat. It will be on the map and I will go through that eventually if I've got it in my research. I might not have got that in my research. I think there's like 2 places you can eat in there, but you can't bring your own food into the park, obviously, for the safety of the animals.
Well, so it's not safe for the animals. Obviously, you can't feed the animals
yes,
as well.
Definitely do. Yes. Parking is free. Parking is free.
Really?
Yes.
Cash
it's
back.
Probably literally the only park in Orlando that's probably got free parking.
$30 I'm going to save. Yes.
Parking is free. Now, there's a lot of experiences that you can add on to the day here. So if you're wanting to do the new zip lines or the climbing experiences, you will have to sign a waiver. In case you die. You're not going to die, but you have to sign a waiver just in case.
There's a lot of things like if you say a waiver of these things.
They do that in America. So they're health and safety thing, isn't it?
You said earlier about the zip line. Zip line.
Yeah.
It's so waiver because of that.
Yeah.
So it's quite a lot of things you say a waiver for then.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So they're not responsible if something happens to you.
Sorry for American listeners. Typical Americans.
We just lost about 50 subscribers now.
Well, I'm sure you can edit that, can't you?
Do just check the website if you want to have a read through that waiver form. It is available on the Gatorland.com website. Consider booking your tickets online direct through Gatorland for a discount. So on the day, I'll go through it anyway. You normally can save about $2-3 per person by booking online.
Okay.
So if you're going to go straight to the source, attractiontickets.com. Do specific tickets, but there are some tickets that only Gatorland themselves do, which I think we're going to probably partake. So, just make sure that you're checking that for a discount. Check your timings. There's 2 different shows, and they run like sort of alternately. So one show happens, then the other show happens, then one show happens.
What show is this then?
So I'll go through that in a bit.
Okay, no worries.
But check the timings for all your shows on the day of your visit, because I don't think you'll probably need a full day here. Even though it is a big park, you're probably not going to need a full day here. But if you want to do the full day, it's open from 10 till 5 every day, including Christmas Day. It's open Christmas Day as well.
10 till 5, is it?
Yeah, 10 till 5.
Okay.
So it is a big park, but it's not a huge park. So either take your time if you want to spend the whole day there, or if you make it a half day and you head to a water park or something like that. I mean, we're planning on going to Disney Springs afterwards. So if we have the time, obviously we're gonna play it by ear. It's one of those kind of days where we can just kind of go with the flow, and it's not going to have like loads of rigorous plans in place. I don't think. Do you?
I think it's more like a 3 day.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you go there, can't get to 10. I think it'll be about 2-3 o'clock at least.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
but I think it depends, doesn't it? It depends how quick we get round it.
So after that, say that 2 or 3 o'clock, time we get back to the villa, about 3, 4. Do we go somewhere else? Nah.
Yeah. So those are our top tips for Gatorland. So we're going to go into the animals that you can see. Now, of course, Gatorland is all about the gators, but the alligators, they do include very rare white giant alligators as well. Really? That they have in there, yeah.
Okay.
As well. So you also can see Nile, Cuban, and saltwater crocodiles as well.
Nile was obviously in North Africa.
Yep.
Yep.
You can also see wild cats, not tigers or lions or anything, but servals and bobcats. Now,
bobcats come from where?
They're all over America. Bobcats.
Well, not from Draco, is it?
Well, Draco's probably descended.
Draco.
I don't know where he's gone. He's
Sorry
gone.
to shout.
Yeah. So servals and bobcats. So their servals are beautiful. I've got a feeling like Bengals are like distantly related, but I need to double check because Draco's half Bengal, so he's not related to a bobcat. He's related to a serval. So I'll put some pictures up if you're not sure what servals and bobcats look like. Bobcats are very common in America, apparently, in the wilderness. Anyway, Mr. Webb. I don't think he wants. Oh, don't. He doesn't want to come up here.
Is that all right?
If you haven't met Draco, this is Draco.
He's all right. I'm not forcing him, by the way. He wants to come up here.
He wants to sit on your lap. He's like, what is going on?
Sorry.
This is Draco. Look at the camera. You look beautiful. Oh, his ears are back, babe. Put him down.
Go on.
Go on, then. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's like you're sitting there.
Mummy.
Sorry, is that all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Sorry.
Sit there. So you can also... so there is a capybara. Do you know what capybaras are?
No.
They're like... they look very... Oh, that's one of the cats trying to get in. Slap a minute. Okay, so capybaras are like these African, like, sort of rodents. Yeah. They're quite big rodents. They're like... they look a bit like wallabies.
Oh, okay.
They look kind of... Well, they do and they don't. I can't really describe them. I'll put a picture up here. You can, for just $10 per person... you can have an encounter with the capybaras. You can have a photo. You can feed them. Okay. You can stroke them and whatever. So that only happens at 2:15 p.m. on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. So every day apart from Wednesday.
Okay, so just go. I
don't know why I did that.
Yeah,
but yeah.
But I say every day apart from Wednesday.
Every day apart from Wednesday.
What did you say that for?
No idea. So you've got birds. So you've got parrots, budgies. I love budgies. They're very noisy, but I love budgies. They have one owl. Savannah loves owls at the moment. She's a bit obsessed.
Yeah, because obviously it's pretty white.
I love owls. They're beautiful.
Yeah, because of obviously Harry Potter.
Yes. And, I like owls anyway. Flamingos as well. So everywhere in Florida's got every animal park. Every park that's got animals has got flamingos in it.
Yeah.
Snakes and critters. Whoa. As you know,
What kind of snakes they got?
They're like kind of quite poisonous. I think they've got.
Oh, so you can't handle them then?
No.
Okay, so
but they also have scorpions.
No.
Toads.
No.
Tarantulas. No, thank you. And lizards. I don't mind lizards. I don't mind lizards. Tarantulas, no thank you. But snakes, definitely. We own a snake. And then you've got the tortoises.
Okay, they must be quite old then.
They are. I think one of them... Well, actually, I think one lived till like 100 and then died like a few years ago. So I
know was a tortoise years ago who was born like during Charles Darwin's adventure on the Galapagos Islands.
Wow, really?
And he lived to like literally about 190 odd. And
that's old for a tortoise.
Yes, and he still lives like when he was on tortoise on the islands, which is amazing.
That's amazing. Well, they have Galapagos. I think I pronounced that right.
Yes, you did. Galapagos.
Thank you.
Do you know what that is? Galapagos.
It's an island somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on the east coast of Chile.
Geography lesson from Matthew there.
It's quite far from east coast of Chile, but it's very.
So they have one Galapagos tortoise. They
Yeah.
have one Aldabra tortoise, and one sulcata African spurred tortoise as well. And they're three of the largest
They're huge though.
tortoise breeds
they're
in the
very
world.
big.
Yeah.
I did not know, obviously, a tortoise in like Africa. Well, an island in Africa.
Yeah, like probably an island. Yeah, I imagine. But yeah, those are the three. Those are the three breeds of tortoise that you can see. Obviously, they're huge. Okay, so that's all the animals. There's not a lot of animals there. I mean, they're focused obviously purely on the gators, of course, because it is Gatorland, I think.
You think so?
He's winding me up. He's only been my husband a week. Right, so the experiences. There's a lot of experiences you can do here. So I think I know you're very interested in one of these when we was talking about it earlier.
Oh, the zip line.
Screaming Gator zip line. Okay, I'm going to read this description out to you as it is on the website. 5 intense zip lines ranging from 230 feet to 500 feet. You have to cross a bridge, a very wobbly bridge that's over 7 stories tall.
Oh, really?
Yes. And it's a 1 to 2 hour experience. You have to be at least 36 inches tall and under 275 pounds. So I'm out. No, joking. I'm not. I'm probably a little bit under that. No cameras or loose articles, so I wouldn't be able, if I was going to do it, which I'm not, I wouldn't be able to take my GoPro, wouldn't be able to take any loose articles there, because obviously the safety of not only the animals, but you fly over, on these zip lines, you fly over the public walkways, so obviously if you drop anything on someone, that's going to be quite painful.
Obviously quite dangerous as well.
Yes, absolutely. Your price for that, which includes your Gatorland admission, is $69.99 plus tax per person. Again, you must sign a waiver, and any children under 8, they need to be accompanied by an adult that is also participating in the zip lines as well. We did ask Edward, and he declined once I spoke about the bridge. Which I don't blame him. That's not for me. But I think you and Adam are going to do it, aren't you?
If he wants to, yes.
Yeah. Well, Adam's really up for it, apparently. So.
Well, no, he said yes, but obviously he's not up for it. I'll see what happens.
So that's one of the experiences. So there's another one as well, which is very new, I think. I think it opened last year. Croc Rock Adventure. So this is a rock climbing experience. So you climb up to the cable bridge. It's a 150-foot cable bridge, and you do the 350-foot zip line as well. So it's like a 3-in-1 kind of experience. So if you're not feeling doing all 5 of those zip lines, if you're not feeling doing all 5 of those, then you could just do the one. So tours are daily from 11 a.m. Restrictions are as above, no cameras, and you must sign a waiver. Any children under 8 need to be accompanied by a participating adult. Your price for that, including Gatorland admission, is $44.99 plus tax.
That's not bad, is it?
No, I don't think that's bad.
No.
For a 3-in-1 kind of experience.
That's not a bad price.
Gator Gauntlet. Now, this is for this. I think this is brilliant. Because when you think about zip lines, you don't normally think about accessibility. This zip line, this Gator Gauntlet, is specifically, it's a 350-foot zip line for guests with mobility challenges.
Yeah.
So I think that's brilliant.
Yeah.
That people with mobility issues can experience something like that. I mean, it's not for me. I mean, I don't have mobility issues, but you need to call to reserve that one, though. The number is below on here, but I will read it out. So it's 407-855-5496. So give them a call before your visit.
Is that the American number, is it?
Yes, that's
okay.
It.
So obviously it'll be charges in front of that, because obviously if you come with country.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you will get charged.
Yeah, sorry.
So probably best to call them maybe the day before you go.
Just let everyone know, obviously, it'll be charged in front of that, obviously calling an American number.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, and then the next one, which actually sounds quite fun. So Stomping Gator Off-Road Adventure.
So what's that then?
So they're 12-foot high off-road monster trucks.
So
like
do you drive yourself, do you?
No,
or not?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a 15-minute adventure. You get Gatorland characters, singing tour guides, and swampy adventure, and obviously loads of gators. So you get to go through all the gator things.
Okay.
Which sounds fun. Minimum height on that has to be 36 inches, so I don't think Savannah's going to be tall enough for that.
But Edward.
Edward will be, of course he will be. Price is upon reservation at Gator Joe's Outpost. So when you get there in the morning, if you're really wanting to do this, because they only have 3 vehicles, so if you're really wanting to do this, just make sure you get to Gator Joe's Outpost right at the beginning of the day to reserve that. Again, the price is dependent on how many people want to do it, I suppose.
Okay.
Adventure Hour. So this is feeding and a photo opportunity with the gators. So I would love to do it.
Nah.
No, you're not a fan?
No, cause I'd rather go to that mini golf place and get like
The gator shell.
You can get free photos, couldn't you?
Yeah, I know, but no, it's like a proper gator.
I'm pretty sure it's the same
thing. No, it's a proper alligator. A big one, not the
see,
baby ones.
We see like a proper alligator, didn't we?
Anyway, it's $12 per person on that one, obviously plus your tax. Gator Night Shine. So this is an after-hours event that they do.
Yeah, we won't be there.
We won't be doing that. It's a guided tour and a feeding opportunity with the gators. It's about 1 to 1.5 hours. It begins at dusk, so just double check what time that is. It is on the website. And that is $24.99 per person. So you get a torch or a flashlight and you seek out the gators and then you feed them, which I think is quite good. This one is, again, all these trainer for a day ones that we've come across. I think it is more for people that live in Florida and they really like gators and they want to do that kind of stuff. So it's baby gators, alligators and reptiles. You've got to be 12 and over. It's a 2-hour tour. I don't think trainer for a day constitutes 2 hours, does it really? And it's maximum of 5 people, and it is $129.99 plus tax per person. It's a lot of money for 2 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, I just think it's more for, you said more for people who live in actually Florida itself, but people who live in Florida see gators all the time. I think it might be more people, like, obviously, for Americans, but maybe who live up north.
Live out of state, yeah.
No, live up north, like New York, Chicago, like. The places.
Places where you don't see gators.
Exactly. They come down for nicer weather, and they would pay like $25. Pay like $25 for that kind of experience. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's more for like people who live around the area because they see gators all the time.
Yeah, I suppose.
Sorry.
Anyway, next one, Gatorland trains. There's a little train that goes around the park, and that's $3.
Okay, we might do that.
Yeah. So that's all the paid experiences. So here are the shows and the free experiences that you get, along with obviously being able to see all the animals. Draco, claws, please. Ali's barnyard petting and feeding. So you've got goats, emus, of the
like. Savannah, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely a bit of your younger kids. This one that's open from 11 until 4:30.
Okay.
So the show, the alligator show. If you're really wanting to see the alligator show, which I think we will. It's like a gator demo where they feed them and they show you how they survive in the wild, and that's in the Legends Arena, and that's at 10:45, 12:30, and 3:30. So those are the 3 times. Again, they're subject to change. Double check the website before you go. And then there's up close encounters. So you've got birds, snakes, all of the tarantulas, all of that stuff you can have.
Tarantulas? No,
not for me. That's 11:30, 2 o'clock, and 4:30. Again, the type of animals that are available in these up close encounters does depend on the day, so make sure you're checking that as you go in. So that's all the shows and the free experiences. Again, I think maybe a half day out of this, I reckon, for us.
It sounds like a full day, to be honest.
No.
You're going. What time does the park open? 10.
10. Shuts at 5.
I think we'd be quite surprised. We might be here to like at least 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay, that's fine. We can just nip home, can't we?
Yeah, but I'm saying that's pretty much a full day.
Okay, well,
I mean, half a day is like 10 till what? 1:30, 2. Then go to somewhere else like Disney Springs. But I think it might be here to at least 3, 3.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we'll find out.
I think it's still a full day. But...
So these are all the package and ticket prices. So a single day admission, so this is just your bog standard admission. Online, it's $31.99 plus tax for adults, and children aged 3 to 12, so if they're under 3, like Savannah, they'll get them for free. And that's $21.99 plus tax. So that's cheaper online. And on the day, if you're just walking up and you want to walk in, it's $34.99 plus tax for adults, and for children, it's $24.99 plus tax as well. So, the Greater Gator package, which I think we should do this one because I think it'd be worth the money. You can only book this Greater Gator package online on the Gatorland website. So this is you get Gatorland admission, you get a Gator meet and greet, you get unlimited train rides on the Gatorland Express.
Okay.
And you get gator food that you can feed to the gators as well. So for adults on that one, it's $41.99 plus tax.
No food though for us.
Why?
Is it food for us?
No food for us.
Oh, okay.
Just food for the gators.
You gotta go, boy.
You off. See you later. And kids aged 3 to 12, it's $33.99 plus tax. So I think that'd be. I mean, these two are going to be. I mean,
how much for?
The kids are $41.
Oh,
yep.
About £50 then.
Yeah, about that. I'd say. Stroller rentals, they do have strollers for rent there as well. A single one is $11 and a double one is $16. Likewise, if you haven't brought your own wheelchair and you would like to rent one, they do offer those as well. So a push wheelchair is a manual wheelchair. I don't know why they put push wheelchair on the website. It's manual wheelchair. It's $11 and the electric one is $30. So that is what?
So it's a push and a manual wheelchair.
No, it's just very weird.
Just say like it's a whatever.
A manual wheelchair.
Just say like it's. Well, I'll say either that or say push wheelchair.
That's what they've said on the website. Push wheelchair.
Okay, so it's the same thing, isn't it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, so that is pretty much it for Gatorland.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, what are you looking forward to at Gatorland?
Obviously, the obvious thing, isn't it?
The Gators.
Yes, but also I'm actually looking forward to the zip line.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my feet
I can't
firmly
there's
on the ground.
5 zip lines there.
Yeah. Mad, isn't it?
Now, I'm sure there wasn't any there when I went there last.
I'm pretty sure there wasn't 20 odd years ago. No.
Well, 20 or 8? No, 2022.
It's 2024.
So that's 28 years ago. Oh, I'm so old now. Sorry. I literally done a math in my head. It's like 96, I was 12, so I'm 40 now. So
yeah,
it's like
96, I was 8.
Well, no, it's like literally 28 years ago.
Just making him feel even more old.
Ah, thank you.
You're welcome. I love you.
Well, to be fair, at least my target was obviously have a wife, kid, house. Literally, well, technically 3 or 4 days before my 40th.
9 days.
9 days.
9 days after he turned 40, he hit all his goals, but it still counts.
But it only took me 3 years though, so I'm bad at that. 3 or 4? Is it 3 or 4 years? I can't remember now.
Well, nearly 3.5 years you've been together. Yeah.
So 3.5 years took me to target.
Married for 1 week.
Anyway, yeah.
Anywho, sorry, we're still quite excited about wedding things, and obviously Orlando is going to be our honeymoon. But yeah,
so,
I'm looking forward to the show. Actually, I'd really like to go and watch the alligator show.
I would do, yeah. But to be fair, I'm not in last year. The reason we're going there, obviously, because my sister.
No, but I'm actually quite looking forward to it now. Like, I wasn't too sure.
I am, but
before.
But got to be honest with the viewers, like we did not. It didn't
even cross our minds, to be honest.
But until my sister said to us,
I really want to do Gatorland.
I thought, okay, let's give it a go. Because obviously, I remember going there once, and I remember a couple of things about the snakes in my shoulder.
Oh, is that
I told you that.
Your mum told me about that. I remember that. Yeah.
The snakes in the shoulder, obviously the feeding the alligators, but that's all I remember about it. But...
So, in conclusion, do you think going to Gatorland's going to be worth it? Not having been again yet, but I think it'd be worth it because it's something different than Disney and Universal, and obviously there's only I know there's 4 main parks in Disney and 2 main parks in Universal, but you have to go to obviously Volcano Bay. It's 3 parks in Universal. Disney, you can go to obviously Blizzard Beach or Tough on Lagoon, but maybe not. So it's 4 plus the 3 at 7. It's a lot.
Got obviously SeaWorld,
Aquatica
and Busch Garden. That's another 3. That's 10. But we're going for 2 weeks, so that's 14 or technically 13 days. So you've got 3 days left over. So you need at least 2 rest days. So you got 1 day left over.
It's hard.
So what?
To do them all.
Okay, you got 1 day left over. So why not do Aquatica? Gatorland.
Yeah, I agree. I actually think the purpose of this video was to find out if Gatorland's going to be worth it, and I think personally, I agree with Matt. It's going to be worth it.
Yeah, I do.
I think it's going to be really good fun. I don't think it's a particularly really expensive day out either. In all honesty.
Well, let's see what happens.
Well, no, I mean to get in and everything, I don't think it's too bad, to be honest. And for 5 zip lines for $70, I don't think that's too bad.
Yeah, not bad.
5. Normally you get 1 for that.
Yeah.
So our conclusion, yes, Gatorland is worth it. And if you can stick it in your plan somewhere, maybe you're going for 3 weeks, because some people do. Some people go for 3 weeks. If you've got 3 weeks.
To Orlando?
Yeah.
Really?
We did 3 weeks years ago. I think the first time we went, we did 3 weeks.
Yeah. So must have won the lottery, didn't you?
No, I just had a very hard-working dad.
Okay. Is that a hint?
No, you are hardworking. You're very hardworking.
I'm joking. Let's carry on.
Anyway, so that, I in conclusion, yes, Gatorland is definitely worth it. And if you've got the time to sneak it into your plans, like for example, you're not doing Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon because you've already done it, or you're just not really that interested in water parks. Like we're not bothered about Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon because we've done it before. Then you can definitely squeeze this into your plans, and I think you absolutely should. So, yeah.
Well, to be fair, I'd rather go to Gatorland than Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with you.
I think Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach, not being rude to Disney.
Dated.
So, you said it. The words right in my mouth.
I agree with you. They're dated. Need a real good.
To be quite honest, I've rather had a rest day than go to those two parks.
Yeah, I'd agree. But some people if you've never done it, do it. But if you've done it,
if you go to Orlando and got a villa, or not even a hotel with a swimming pool, I'd rather sit around a swimming pool than go to those two parks.
Yeah, well, we didn't do it last time, did we?
No.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. So next week, Matt has no idea what we're doing.
No, I don't know.
It's going to be a long one. Be prepared.
Oh, what is it? No, which one?
Yeah, long one, huh?
You say it then.
It's going to be part 1
of
a 3-part series.
Parts.
3-part. Last series we did 2 parts in International Drive, and the episodes were like an hour and 15 minutes long, and I'm not going to torture you with that. So it's going to be in 3 parts. We're going to go through the best in iDrive. Really, I'm not going to do what I did last time and go through every single thing that's down in iDrive. We're gonna go from our experiences when we went down iDrive. We're gonna talk about ones that we didn't visit and we maybe possibly will, but we're not gonna go too in depth.
Okay, I'll be going from start to the iDrive down to the bottom. So we'll be starting from next week then.
Where Fun Spot is top end. That
so
way.
No, the top end is obviously the Universal.
Yeah, the Universal end.
Yeah, it's where we stayed last year.
Yeah.
Not far from there. But
yeah.
So it's you got Applebee's that we went to.
Applebee's.
That one obviously got the mini golf.
Yep.
All the lovely.
You're talking about it now.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
So yeah, join us next week for part 1 of International Drive, because again, it's another one of those. It's another one of those places that's very talked about.
Yeah.
Very hyped up, but it's also a big minefield. I found it a big minefield. I was like, Jesus, didn't know that was there. Jesus, didn't know that was there. Do you know what I mean? I was very much like that when we went.
There's a lot to do that you don't realise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know iDrive is very, very long, which it is. Because, I mean, I remember the first night I got there. No, the first day we got there, I woke up about 2:30 in the morning.
And you went for a walk?
I went for a walk for about 2 hours, and I was like, it's obviously dead at night. Nothing was open, obviously. But there's obviously all the lights, the restaurants, the lights are on, the mini golfs and everything, like the stores. There's so much to do. I mean,
and it can be a minefield.
I mean, I think I walked down to that big McDonald's, the biggest McDonald's in the
largest entertainment McDonald's
in the world. Apparently, yeah, on that corner. Mm-hmm. And obviously the Hulk Hogan store.
Oh yes,
opposite.
Yes, we walked past that many a times.
And obviously, I was so gutted. Obviously, I walked past the BK, which is obviously shut at the time of the morning.
We don't talk about BK.
We don't, cause obviously, what happened in the airport. But to be fair, it was that was my own fault. I should have BK.
Yep, you should have insisted. But anyway, we'll talk more about that next week. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for joining us.
And we will see you next week. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, all the things. So we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.